So now I am going to start the next unit, morphology and the anatomy, right? Chapter number 5, 6, 7. 5, 6 related to plants and the 7 for the animals, right? Their morphological features as well as anatomical features. First, chapter number 5, morphology of flowering plants. Can you tell me what is the meaning of morphology? See, this chapter is very, very easy actually. Very, very easy. The names are there on the basis of that and definitions are there. But very lengthy chapter and so many new different terms are there in this one. Plants, some of the plants name you have never heard. Okay. So remember, you will have to remember, prepare this thing, this chapter day to day, at least examples, right? For like this taproot system, this example, fibrous, these examples, at least you have to prepare day to day this thing, right? Boliye Maitri.
Evolutionary relationships.
No, I'm asking about morphology, not phylogenetic. Phylogenetic term आता है, then it indicates the evolutionary, right? Zil,
The study of plants or other
speak
forms of
loudly,
things.
clearly.
Plants or other forms of things.
Plants or other forms of
Things.
no. Sakshi,
Ma'am, the study of the external features of plants.
yes, study of the external features, okay, we call morphology, whether it's a plant or animals, right? Morphology meaning study of external features, remember. Next, flowering plants. So here we are actually discussing about details of angiosperm. Flowering plants are which one? Angiosperm. We have learned this thing in chapter number 3, right? Flowers come only on angiosperm. Next thing, that flowering plants, angiosperms. So these angiosperms have which different parts? First, we know that all the plants, right? Here we are talking about angiosperms. So they have root system. Then next, stem system or the shoot system. And on this shoot, branches are there. On the branches, leaves are arranged. On that, flowers are come. Then at the end, it will convert into fruit, right? In this chapter, and inside the fruit, even seed formation, we are going to discuss about all these parts, their morphology. But remember, which features their morphology, not anatomical. We are discussing about the root, right? How which different types of the root systems are there, how these root systems are developed. Next, shoot system, same thing for that. Then leaves, on different plants, that the different shapes of the leaves are there, right? Then some leaves are broader, some have very small lamina. Even fruits are different, flowers are different, their pattern, arrangement. So in this chapter, we are going to discussing about this thing. So first part in this chapter that we are going to discuss, that's the root. Now, you know that this seeds, right? When seed germination takes place, two processes arises. When seed germination occur, two processes. घर पे sprouts करते हैं, right? So from that green gram means the mud, from that whitish color, two processes come outside. देखना, two in number. One is downward and other one is upward in direction. Always, okay? Now onwards, if you're not check this, now you will have to check this. Remember, on these sprouts, these two processes are there, means that we call the seed germination. Now from the seed, new plant development process begins. So this seed, from when seed germination occur, two processes arise. Downward we call radicle and upward we call plumule. Radicle forms root system, and plumule as such upward in direction, it forms the shoot system. Right? Radicle, plumule, radicle forms root system, plumule forms the shoot system when seed germination takes place. Next thing. So now we are going to study about there's a root that arise from the radicle. Generally, roots are underground part of the plant axis, which is embedded in the soil. Next, roots that grow, root system that grow towards the water. Yes or no? Root system grows towards the water. That we call the hydrotropism. That we call hydrotropism. You know tropism, आपने learn किया होगा tropism movement. So root system grow always towards the water, that we call hydrotropism. Next thing, what about their gravitational force, positive or negative? Roots are growing downward. So gravitational force कैसे apply होगा, positively or negatively? बोलो कीर्तन.
Ma'am, positively.
Yes, positive. You know,
Positive.
gravitation. Yes, correct. Gravitational force from upward to downward in direction. So same यहाँ पे है. So that's why we call geotropism. Geo meaning gravitational force. Hydrotropism positive. Geotropism positive. But can you tell me what about light factor? Roots are growing towards the light. Roots are growing towards the light or away from the light. आई थिंक इसमें तो सबके हैंड रेज होने चाहिए. सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. बोलिए अर्पिता.
मैम रिपीट करो ना, नेट थोड़ा
Roots are growing towards light or away from the light?
away from.
Yes, away from the light, right? Roots are growing away from the light, so that's why we call negatively phototropic. Right? Negatively phototropic. Positively geotropic, positively hydrotropic, negatively phototropic. Remember. Next, basically roots, that's the underground part of the plant axis. Now, when we see the types of root system, then two types of the root system, mainly. Further types are there, so many types are there, but main types, there are two, taproot system and fibrous. Taproot system, in that, see, the main root system, just imagine that over here, the seeds are sown into the soil, and from the seed, radicle and plumule arise. Now this radicle further grows and elongates and form a primary root, which is the main thickest one. When you observe this, compared to this, see, primary root is there, secondary root, tertiary root, means they are branches. Primary, secondary branches, tertiary branches. Remember, this is the main one that arises from the radicle. This is the entire structure, right? Which is the heaviest one, thickest one compared to the other branches. Next, from that, the further branches are arise, secondary branches, right? Next, on which the further tertiary branches are arise, which are very thin. So this taproot system is a branch structure. Remember that root here directly arise from the radicle. Radicle elongates and form taproot system. That first form the primary root, which is the heaviest, thickest one. Then on this primary root, further branches are developed, secondary and tertiary. Right? So together with primary, secondary, tertiary roots, we call it's the taproot system. Right? These are their lateral branches, secondary and tertiary, that we call their lateral branches. Main one, that is the primary. All of you understood this thing? Primary root, taproot system, how the taproot system form. In that the seed, remember, from the seed radical elongate. Radical means elongate, meaning what? In that the further growth occur. So by that way it forms the entire root system. Here the root system that arise from directly the radical with their branches we call primary taproot system. That we call the taproot system. Generally all dicots have taproot system. In majority of the dicot plants, some exceptionals are there. Remember, majority of dicot plants, in that direct elongation of radical leads to the formation of primary root, which grows inside the soil. Now on this primary root, lateral roots are arise, secondary and tertiary. So this primary root with their branches, secondary and tertiary, together forms taproot system. One of the dicot plant example, mustard. One of the dicot plant example, mustard. Right? Now, for yourself, see in your notebook, first write down in one line, in one row wise, okay? Write down this thing, dicot, monocot. Dicot make example aaya, this one, that's the mustard. Remember. Monocot that we will learn. But just now only write down one example, that's the mustard. Right? You know, one more example, one or two examples of dicot we have learned in chapter number 1, if you remember. That table, entire classification. Remember which examples in that? Leave it. Mango tha, remember. Mango, Anacardiaceae, Sapindales, Mangifera indica, right? So mango, one more example into this dicot. Then next, do you know in which leaf, okay, आपके आसपास कहीं पे भी in garden, in which leaf you found that reticulate venation? Can you give me some example of well-known plants? Reticulate venation, you know, reticulate venation is the characteristic feature of dicot. So can you give me one or two examples of plants in which you found reticulate venation in their leaf? Shubh, bolo.
tulsi,
Shubh, bolo Shubh.
tulsi,
Tulsi, correct. Tulsi, their
Tulsi.
genus name is Ocimum. Remember, Ocimum sanctum, okay? So Tulsi, correct answer. Maitri,
Asopalak.
yes, that is the Ashoka. Kirtan,
मैम मेरा वही था अशोका वाला.
ऐसे सेम पिच नहीं, और एक कोई प्लांट बोलो चलो.
मैम साथ में वाह ठीक है. और कोई मैम वो चीकू
Do
का
you
भी
know
होता
why
है.
our city name given Vadodara? On the
Yes.
basis of which plant? Bolo.
for people.
People, very good. Excellent. हाँ, ये किसने बोला आपको? People
Ma'am,
leaves है.
banyan tree.
हाँ, that is the correct answer. Right? Banyan tree. Remember, उसमें भी आप देखोगे तो on leaves that's the reticulate venation. People leaf on that the reticular venation. Right? So these are the examples of dicots. Remember. Okay, Aditi, just 6 to 7 examples. There's so many examples you will have to note down. Next. Fibrous root system. Fibrous root system in that particularly for monocots. Generally, monocots have, not all again, some exceptionals are there. No need to remember that exceptional plants over here. In monocot plants, primary root is short-lived and replaced by a large number of roots. Meaning what over here? See, seedling occur when seed germination takes place, radicle and plumule. From the radicle, primary root is developed. But this primary root is very, very short-lived. Itna bhi nahi. If I can make it like this only. Very short. Primary root has very short lifespan. So now, if this one is not further elongate, how the root system is developed? Over here, remember this part, that the stem part that arise from the plumule. Always, if you know, some of the stem part, shoot system that buried into the soil. Directly roots nahi hote. Some of the very little portion of the stem that buried into the soil and then it come upward like this. Now, so from the base of the stem, from this base of the stem, roots are arise. From one point, many roots are arise. And these all roots have same length. Primary root में तो क्या था? This is the main one. फिर further branches are developed, right? So branches का diameter जो है compared to the primary root, that is very narrow. Over here, these all roots have a same diameter. These all roots have a same length. Remember, so this type of roots which arise from the base of the stem and form a network-like structure, fibrous-like structure, we call fibrous root system. Here, primary root is short-lived, so we can't say that here entire root system is developed from radicle. Remember, here the root system is developed from what? Base of the stem, and roots arise in such a way that it creates a network, fibrous-like structure we call fibrous root system. Now, in this fibrous root system, further that one point is there that we call adventitious root. That we call the which one? Adventitious root. Now, simple example of adventitious root. Okay, even this fibrous root system in your book given in this way. Otherwise, if you make a classification correctly, then this is the correct taproot system and adventitious one. Adventitious in that one of the example fibrous, but in your book given both are separately. So we will learn in this way. Right? Actually, fibrous is a part of adventitious one. Now, what is adventitious? Simple. Roots arise or root system form other than the radicle. If radical, we call taproot system. If other than the radical, here which one in fibrous? Base of the stem. Right? One more easiest example. Can you tell me over here, I am making one tree. You will have to assume and tell me this is the which one. One of the trees there on this type of the system is present. Which one? Maitri?
Banyan tree.
Yes, banyan tree. Only on banyan tree you can observe this type of structure, right? So these are again roots. They grow downwardly. See, they have their own main root system. We will discuss why this type of the system, roots or other root systems are developed. But these are again roots. Additional roots are there. So these roots, can you tell me arise from which part? यहाँ पे आपको clearly दिख रहा है. These roots are arise from which part? Kirtan.
Ma'am, branches.
Yes, branches of the stem, which is not a radical. Right? Which is not a radical. So this one we call one type of adventitious root. This one we call it's a one type of adventitious root. Right? So remember, adventitious roots If roots arise other than the radical, we call adventitious root. ये लाइन माइंड में फिट कर देना, right? Next, fibrous root system. We will go through one more time. In monocot plants, generally primary root is short-lived, so that is replaced by the large number of roots that arise from the base of the stem, which constitute fibrous root system. Examples of monocot: wheat, barley, jaw. Okay, wheat, barley. Can you give me other examples? Bolo Kirtan.
मैम मेज.
Maize, correct. Maitri.
Tea.
Tea, correct. उसमें भी parallel venations, right? Tea. Rice. Tea, rice, maize, wheat, barley. Right? This all, remember, are monocot examples. बोलिए, क्लियर है आपको फर्स्ट टैप रूट सिस्टम एंड द फाइब्रस रूट सिस्टम? इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट आस्क मी जस्ट नाउ. Next thing, that's the adventitious roots. Roots arise from other than the radical. Other examples, grasses, right? Grass, monstera, banyan tree. फाइब्रस के लिए ही सिर्फ मोनोकॉट है, याद रखना. फाइब्रस फॉर दैट ओनली विच वन? मोनोकॉट. Otherwise, banyan, you know, it's a dicot plant, right? Adventitious is different. Roots arise from other than the radical. In that example, grass. Grass you have observed, right? In garden. Monstera, remember this name, and banyan. Next, common functions of the root. Absorption of water and minerals from the soil. You know that roots have the ability to absorb water and minerals from the soil and give it to their other parts for their growth. Then roots system is a very strong one which helps in, okay, that shows the encouragement. Roots binds with that soil particles. It prevents the soil erosion, we know this thing. So it helps in encourage attachment. Next thing, root storing reserve food material. Not all, these two common functions for all, but this thing for only special plants that store reserve food material. Meaning what? Whatever extra food is prepared in the plant, that food is stored in the root region. Same thing we will learn in a stem, leaf. So on some of the plant, root stores the food, extra food. Always remember, which part of the plant prepares the food? Which part of the plant that prepare the food? अरे ये तो छोटे बच्चे को भी आएगा. साक्षी बोलो.
Ma'am, leaf.
Yes, leaf that prepares the food. But if extra food is prepared, then that is stored in some of the plant root, in some stem, in some leaf. Here we are talking about the root. So some plants are there that store the reserve food material. Okay, we will see their examples. And other point, synthesis of plant growth regulator. This is also common for all root. In roots in that plant growth regulators are formed. Some of the plant growth regulators, plant growth regulators, plant growth hormones, auxin, gibberellin. अभी नहीं याद है, डोंट वरी, चैप्टर नंबर 15 में ये सब आने ही वाला है, राइट? Auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, ethylene. These are the examples of plant growth regulators. So these things are produced by the root system. These are the common functions of the root. absorption of water and minerals. Then remember, second point, encourage. Third point, that is the plant growth regulator synthesis. And the fourth point, for only some roots, that stores the food. Okay, that stores the food, reserve food material. Next topic that now we are going to study in the root, regions of root. Regions of root, see, no need to mug up this content over here. If you have prepared this diagram correctly and understand this diagram correctly, you can easily make content from this diagram of this topic. In that, this is the soil surface. Over here, root is there. Now, this is the A side, this is the B side. Can you tell me, A or B, which one is the apical region of root? Out of this A and B, which one is the apical region of root? Gia?
Ma'am, B1.
B. Okay. Shubh?
B.
B. Maitri?
B.
Kirtan?
Ma'am, B.
All are correct. Okay. B is the which one? Apical region, tip portion, that is the apical region, because root grows downwardly. That's why this one become a tip. Stem grows upwardly. That's why over here the tip is present, opposite hota hai into the root and the stem. Now, so here the root is there. This is the tip part. Always remember in the tip region, or why the plant shows the continuous growth throughout their lifespan, because the presence of what? Kirtan?
Ma'am, meristematic tissue.
Yes, in plants, meristematic tissues are present. So these tissues are present in the tip region, whether it's a root or shoot. Whether it's a root or shoot, they have what? This meristematic cells. So in the tip part only, over here, that meristematic cells are present. These meristematic cells, remember, very small in size. Nucleus is present in that. Small in size, nucleus present, and cytoplasm, very dense cytoplasm is present. Why we call dense? Because if these are very smaller in size, when the cells elongate, now the cytoplasm can evenly distribute in that cell. But over here space is very narrow. That's why we call dense cytoplasm is present in the meristematic cell. Very small, thin walled, and these cells have elasticity. These cells have elasticity. Remember, even vacuoles are absent in this one.
Ma'am, you are muted.
What?
No, ma'am, nothing.
Okay. Vacuoles are absent. Kirtan बोलो.
मैम मेरी स्क्रीन पूरी प्ले कर रही है तो मैं रिजॉइन करूँ?
Yes. See, in meristematic cells, remember, very thin wall, elasticity is there in their wall, cell wall. Next, generally cell wall is a rigid structure. But over here, remember, when cells in a meristematic form, they are not a mature one. Once the cell become mature, they lose their elasticity. Once the plant cell become mature, they lose their elasticity. Over here, they are just immature one. They are in their meristematic cells. You know that they undergoing continuously cell division, right? So that's why these meristematic cells, remember, have their elasticity in their cell wall. Then cytoplasm, they divide rapidly, nucleus is present, vacuoles are not present, because cell is very smaller in size, right? उसमें कहाँ vacuole feet होगा? Just then cytoplasm is there. So on the basis of this concept, that vacuoles are absent. Remember, the first zone or region that is towards the tip part of the root that we call region of meristematic activity. This much, sorry, this much region that we call meristematic activity. Now next thing, when this part further grow, so over here the cells are there which are formed during the meristematic, they undergo elongation. Cell wall shows their elasticity and lengthwise growth takes place. Remember, lengthwise growth takes place. Nucleus is present. Now over here vacuoles are formed. And this zone we call region of elongation. So towards the tip, remember at the tip first region of meristematic. New cells which are formed, that cells now undergo region of elongation. Lengthwise growth takes place. Their length increases, right? Next, after that, once the cell length increases, proper size of the cell is formed. Now these cells, okay, they become mature, differentiate. Meaning what? Some of the cells, now they become, in plants, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma are present. So some of the cells become parenchyma, some of the cells become sclerenchyma, some of the cells become collenchyma. So that differentiation occur. What type of part of the plant is formed on the basis of that differentiation occurs. So remember, last zone we call region of maturation. Region of maturation that we can identify by externally on the by the presence of root hairs on the root system. The root hairs are present. Okay, very thin, actually very thin, delicate structure. This is the, so this structure is present, root hairs. That much region indicates this is the region of maturation. Tip part indicates region of meristematic, and in between them the zone is present that we call elongation. Right? बोलिए, आपको पहले इतना अंडरस्टैंड हुआ?
Yes, ma'am.
अर्पिता?
Yes, ma'am.
Who will explain region of meristematic? Okay, meet will soon end. Rejoin. Kirtan?
Ma'am, the region of meristematic is the tip, is the part where the tip of, means it is the tip of the root where the meristematic tissue is present. Meristematic tissues continues to grow throughout the plant life, and they will increase their size and all that.
No, size over here not